from Mary's Stamping Happenings, and this is There's a Card Thursday. I hope you really enjoy this video on cards, and if you'd like to purchase any of the products seen, you can go to my website at marytroutner.stampinup.net and click on Shop Now. And today is There's a Card Thursday. Today I'd like to show you how to make this cute little Christmas card. It uses some of the new products out of the holiday catalog. So the first thing we're going to use is we're going to use the stamp set, cookie cutter. Inks we're going to use is Early Espresso and Crumb Cake. For cardstock, we're going to be using some Crumb Cake cardstock, a piece of 8.5 by 5.5, a piece of 4 or 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and then a piece 3 by 3. And we're going to be needing a small piece of real red, probably about a 1/2 inch or an inch wide. What else we're going to need is we're going to be using some designer series paper. First, we're going to be using some Dazzling Details. We're going to be using 2 pieces of the new Candy Cane designer series paper. One piece 1 inch by 2 1/4, and one piece 1 inch by 3 1/4. For accessories, we're going to be using some burlap ribbon, but I took it apart, so I just want a string of that, or you could use linen thread if you want. Of course, we're going to need our glue dots, our stamping dimensionals. We're going to need some rhinestone embellishments. I've used some small ones and a medium-sized one. For punches, we're going to use the triple banner punch and the cookie cutter punch. I love the cookie cutter punch. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take, and you're going to need some stamping sponges. I'm going to take the crumb cake that's 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to sponge some crumb cake ink on there, just to give it a little roughing look. Remember, when you sponge from the off to the on. I sometimes forget that, or else you get dark spots like that. There. And you just want to just go like that. Okay, so what then I'm going to do, I'm going to put that away. I'm going to get the Early Espresso out, and I'm going to take the sentiment, wishing you a season as sweet and joyful as you are, and I'm just going to stamp that on the left-hand side someplace. Okay? And then I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take the banner triple punch, and I am going to punch out, first of all, I'm going to punch out the designer series paper one, because they fit nicely in here. And then I am going to take the Dazzling Details, and I am just going to line it up, because it doesn't have a 1/2 inch. I'm going to line it up so it looks like it's in the middle. And I'm just going to cut it like that. Okay. Then with glue dots, I'm just going to layer these. I'm going to put the large one here, and again, they got 2 sides, so you can have this one as a large one, or this one, or this side as the large one, or that side. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do this, and so I'm going to take my glue dots. Okay, there's the end. And I'm just going to layer them on. Just like that. I got this idea from Rhonda Wade, this card idea from Rhonda Wade. And then I'm going to just layer, I'm not going to layer them on top of each other. I'm going to kind of stagger them, just so that looks a little bit differently. So it's like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take the 3x3 piece of crumb cake, and I'm going to stamp with this early espresso. I'm going to stamp the reindeer, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to take my punch, my cookie cutter punch. I am going to show you a little trick. I'm going to take, because this goes in this way, I'm going to take a piece of Post-it note so I can control it, because you know how hard it is to get a small piece and you don't want to ruin all of the big pieces. So I'm just going to line it up like that. I'm going to punch that out. So I have my little reindeer, just like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the punch, and you see the little bow is right there. I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to put the piece of real red in there and punch that out, okay? And then I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to glue that onto, well, maybe 2 glue dots. Glue that onto the top of the reindeer's head. Then I'm going to take my the bigger, which is probably the medium size rhinestone, and place that right there in the middle of that bow. So she has a little bling on her. Now I'm going to put just some glue dots on the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that piece of burlap ribbon, that string of burlap ribbon, or again, if you just want to use a piece of linen thread, you can. And I'm just going to connect it to the glue dots so that it looks like I just placed it there randomly. And I think I'll move this one down like this and give another one like that. And then I'm going to put some stamping dimensionals on. I'm going to take my little card front, and I'm going to put the deer on the card front, just like that. Then I'm going to take the rest of my little rhinestone embellishments, and I'm going to, it's like 5 or 6, whatever you want, put them around on the card. Just to give it a little bling. Then I'm going to fold my card base in half. Oops. And then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and put them on the back. Then I'm going to put the card front on to the card base. For There's Card Thursday, thanks for visiting and happy stamping.